name is Kristen Carbone. This is On the Couch with Kristen, or In the Seats, as it were. We are here at the site of the 2013 Northeast Film Festival. This is the Maple Woods Theater in New Jersey. I'm here with Mara Lesemann, the writer and producer. I keep wanting to say director, but that is not completely true. Of Surviving Family, which is a feature that is playing here at the film festival. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So why don't you tell us a bit about the piece?
Sure. Surviving Family is a feature film which I wrote and produced, and I don't want to steal the thunder from my wonderful director, Laura Tees.
Laura Tees, yes, who was nominated in categories
for Best Director.
Best Director, yeah.
It's my first feature, also Laura's first feature, and it's a drama about a young woman from a very dysfunctional family who had left the family home for about 2 years as a young woman, as an adult, and comes back with her fiance to introduce the fiance to her family and to get married in 5 days. They're going to plan a small wedding, and in the course of those 5 days she learns the real truth about her mother's death, her father's alcoholism, and the half-sister she never knew she had. But there is comedy too.
There's comedy.
Yeah, it's in many ways a dark and serious movie, but we really managed to interlace it with a good bit of comedy, because otherwise it's just too depressing for the audience, and even for me as a filmmaker. So that's something that we're very proud of, is that we do manage to leaven the seriousness with some light moments as well.
Excellent. So you said this is your first?
It is my first feature, yes.
So can you tell me a bit about the process of writing a feature?
Long.
In a word, long.
In a word, long. Well, I'd say two things. First of all, it was the idea for this movie came from an experience that I had. My mom is a painter, and in fact her artwork is featured in the movie. I went to an art opening of hers, and when I got there she was talking to a very attractive woman, and I figured, well, she's probably trying to make a sale, so let me stay behind. And they chatted for a few minutes, and the woman said, okay, great to see you, and left. And I walked over and I said, so Mom, who is that? She said, oh, that's your cousin. Now, this was about 5 minutes from where my parents lived. Turns out this was the daughter of one of my mother's brothers, who was a raging alcoholic, who I knew had been married many times, had many children with many women. And this was one of his children. And it got me really thinking about what it's like to find out that your family is not quite what you think it is. And that was the seed that planted in my head for this movie. And so from there it developed, and there's a number of things in the movie, and I do hope you get a chance to see it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That were inspired by my mom's family, and some were also inspired by my best friend's family. And it started out as a very short piece, about 30 minutes, and developed from there. And then the second thing I would say is that Laura Tees, the director, and I had worked together on several projects before this. She directed several of my shorts and also acted in something that I wrote for stage. And I sent it to her when it was about 30 pages, and she came back very quickly and she said, if you ever produce this, I want to direct it. So I said, okay.
We got something here.
We got something here, exactly. So part of it was that, okay, somebody likes it, somebody outside of my circle, but also once you have a writer and a director, and I knew I would, the world being what it is, I knew I'd have to produce it myself.
Oh, yeah.
So then you kind of have a core of people, and that was just huge for me to believe, okay, I can make this movie.
It's interesting you talk about that, how your my mother's also a painter.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see some of your mother's artwork, because I was like, and then you said it's in the film as well.
It is in the film, yes.
Excellent. I'm definitely very interested to see it. It sounds like a really fascinating story, and you've got a slew of categories in here for the festival. So they liked it too. So
I'm very proud of that. We have first of all a tremendous cast. Sarah Wilson, who is our lead actress, was nominated for Best Actress, as was Tara Westwood, and she is also fantastic. They're two wonderful women who really give tremendously strong performances and work very well together as sisters. Billy Magnuson is nominated for Best Actor, and Billy's been getting a fair amount of attention recently. He was nominated for a Tony Award for his performance in Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, where he runs around in his underwear and tweaks Sigourney Weaver's nipples, which I think, what more do you want out of her role?
Really.
He said something like, it's tough work, but somebody's got to do it.
You know? I mean, that's written. Someone's got to play it.
That's it. And Billy also is going to be appearing in the Stephen Sondheim musical Into the Woods, which they're making into a feature.
Film.
Yes.
The film version, yeah.
Yes, which Jake Gyllenhaal had to drop out of, and Billy stepped up to take his place. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's so. I'm so excited to meet him.
So our actors are really doing tremendously well.
That's wonderful.
So yeah, we're very proud of the cast and the crew also in this movie.
It sounds like you've had a good run. You've got a
Yes.
great crew. I'm very excited to see the film, which you can also see as well. Come on down to the Northeast Film Festival. It's September 13th through the 15th here at the Maplewood Theater in New Jersey. Mara, thank you so much for joining us. It's
My
always
pleasure.
Nice to have a writer and another take on the side of the table, and I can't wait to see your film.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Pleasure to
you.
be here.
Of course. And this has been On the Couch or In the Seats with Kristen. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.